Hey crafters, are you getting aggravated with your Cricut machine not cutting your stickers right, or you're scared to make stickers with your Cricut? Then this tutorial is for you. In today's tutorial, you'll find out the best label paper I use and other necessary sticker materials you'll need, and then you'll understand the print and cut process, discover why your stickers might not be cutting right, and learn the settings I use to make the perfect die cut and kiss cut stickers with your Cricut. Now, I've posted plenty of sticker videos on my channel within the past years, but there's been a lot of updates to Cricut design space since then, so that's why an updated tutorial is needed and highly requested. First, let's start with the basics. What is print and cut? Print and cut is exactly what the term says. It's the process of printing a design such as a JPEG, PNG, or multicolored image onto your home printer, and then the Cricut cutting that design into the design's shape with the Cricut's built-in sensor for a precise cut. To give you a better idea of the print and cut process, here's the diagram I made just for you. The 4 steps of a print and cut project are: Step 1, making the sticker design or buying the SVG. Step 2, uploading to Cricut Design Space. Step 3, printing on the label paper. And then step 4, the Cricut scanning and cutting the material. Speaking of, the materials you will need for making stickers with your Cricut are a Cricut machine, an inkjet printer or laser printer with lots of ink, label paper, the Cricut standard grip mat, a brayer tool, and the digital materials such as the SVG or JPEG file or the app Procreate to create the SVG. And all these materials can be found in the video description underneath my video and on the print and cut sticker items list on my Amazon storefront. Now, the first step in making stickers is choosing your design. You can either make the sticker design yourself, which is what I did in the app Procreate, or you can purchase an SVG if you aren't confident in creating your own just yet. If you want to learn how to create your own SVG, you can watch my most recent tutorial here. But if you want to buy an SVG, there are a ton of designs on websites like Etsy, Creative Fabrica, or Creative Market. If you're a small business owner, please just ensure that your purchase comes with a commercial use license so you can sell it, because you need that license in order to make money off of someone else's artwork. Now, the second step is to upload the sticker design into Cricut Design Space. These are all of the cute pickles I made in Procreate. I loved how they turned out, and I created a folder on my desktop so they were all in one place. You'll click the upload button in Cricut Design Space, then upload image, then browse, and drag the image. You'll select complex because we want our image to be extremely detailed. See what happens when I click simple by accident? All the bagel highlights get removed, so click complex and then click the continue button. If the image had a background, this would be the time to remove that background, but since I made my image a PNG, we can skip over to the next screen. You will then upload the design as a print and cut image, not a cut image. You'll see if you choose basic cut, your design won't even be shown and it'll be a blob, which is not what we want. So click print and cut image and then add to the canvas. Then you can adjust the sticker size to your liking. I usually make mine in between 2 to 3 inches, depending on the size. Now, to double check, make sure that once your sticker design is uploaded, the operation is also set to print and cut. This can be checked on the top toolbar, but this will ensure that your entire design is getting scanned, printed, and cut properly, and it is not going to be a basic cut. This next step is optional, but typically stickers have an offset layer or what's known as a background behind the sticker design. I don't want to include the steps on how to do it because I have a separate tutorial on not only 1, but 3 ways to add an offset layer, including how to do it right here in Cricut Design Space with the offset button. So if you need more help with that, please watch that tutorial. I also want to address an extremely common Cricut problem: the Cricut cutting out the details and text of your sticker instead of the sticker as a whole. This happens when you create a sticker in Cricut Design Space and you add a text layer, or if you just immediately attach all of your stickers together and don't do this next step, because if you don't, your stickers will get ruined. And the trick is the flatten tool. When you flatten an image in text, it will automatically transform it into one print and cut layer. Again, it must say print and cut as the operation. You'll see this on the right hand side and on the top. So I hope this tip helped you. Now, in regards to the paper size, earlier this year, Cricut updated their print and cut size requirements from just 8.5 by 11 inches to now 4 more more size options, but for this particular project, I will be using 8.5 by 11 inch paper. To change that, you can go to the layers panel and you can change the page layout. And you can also change this layout when you click make it afterwards, but I will show you that in the next step. So there is a trick to printing more stickers on your mat, which I've shared this hack in a bunch of my Cricut hack videos, and it is to add a square shape with the measurements 6.75 inches by 9.25 inches. This is due to the registration marks because Cricut needs to scan that with the sensor in order to cut these stickers properly on the 8.5 by 11 inch paper. And also don't forget to hide that square box because we don't want the Cricut cutting that out. That's just as a template guide. Now, once you've completed all of those steps in Cricut Design Space, we can move on to step 3, which is printing these stickers. You'll click make it and ensure that the material size is correct, which it is. Click continue and the next screen will tell you the exact order of the steps. First, we will print. So you can do that by clicking the send to printer button. Next, a screen will pop up with the print setup. So I double check that the printer is correct, and it is, and then I only need 1 copy. If you needed more, you would just click the up or down arrow. But I removed the bleed toggle and then use system dialog. Now, if you don't know what bleed means, the bleed option means that a small border will get added around the sticker for a more precise cut. Cricut recommends to keep the bleed option on, but I found that it was better without. Then I toggle system dialog to adjust my printer settings, which is this screen right here. I change the quality to best because we want our stickers to have the best quality, of course. And then you can click print. Here is my lovely Canon printer. I get so many questions on what printer I use for all my Cricut projects. I've had this thing since the beginning of my Cricut journey. This is an inkjet printer, which Cricut strongly recommends to use for print and cut projects. I have an amazing list of printers to use with your Cricut, including laser printers as well on my blog that a lot of you have benefited from. So I will link that post in the video description. So if you're struggling to find a printer with your Cricut projects, definitely check out that blog post. Then I insert my favorite label paper into the printer, which will be linked in the video description. I do use 2 different kinds. Please note that any print and cut materials need to be white and non-reflective for the Cricut Explore Air 2 and older machines, but for other machines like the Maker models, Joy Extra, Explore 3, and Venture, the label paper material can be a light color or have a simple pattern. Next, the printer will print the sticker designs. And once that's done, we can go to the final step, which is cutting these stickers. Now, I want you to stop right here before you make a huge mistake with cutting your stickers. If you've never calibrated your Cricut machine or have only done it once, I'm here to remind you to calibrate your Cricut machine. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, good, I'm glad you're here because this will make a huge difference in the way your Cricut cuts your print and cut projects. So if you don't know how to calibrate, lucky for you, I have a tutorial that takes you through the step-by-step process of calibrating your machine, and I will link it in the cards here and also in the video description. But if you've calibrated, yay! You may proceed and adhere your label paper to your Cricut mat. I always use my brayer tool to firmly adhere it because this tool improves your cut too. So keep that in mind if your stickers aren't cutting right. Then, since my Cricut mat is dirty, I added tape to the side so it wouldn't move. Sorry, not sorry, it was not cleaning day at AMT headquarters. Then insert the Cricut mat into your Cricut and prep it for scanning and cutting. If you use the exact label paper I'm using in today's video, the best cut settings for it are the light chipboard setting. It is the perfect die cut sticker setting. You will not use anything other than this setting, but I will share my favorite Kiss Cut sticker setting in a little bit. I have the Cricut Maker, by the way. I also have the Maker 3, but the Maker and Explore models, Cricut Venture, and Cricut Joy Extra can all print and cut. The only Cricut machine that cannot is the Cricut Joy, but it can cut and draw. It can't print then cut because there is no sensor for it to scan, so just keep that in mind if you do have a Cricut Joy. First, the Cricut will scan the registration marks. You'll see up close that there's a little light that comes on, and that's it scanning the registration marks with the built-in sensor to cut precisely. This usually takes about a minute or so. And then the Cricut will actually cut your stickers, and it's 2 times with this setting. And see, a perfect cut every single time. Now, if you're looking to do kiss cut stickers, which is not cutting the whole way through, with the same label paper I used, choose the linen bonded setting, and I will show you why. So if you click on the browse all materials button and then go to material settings, here is where you will see all the cool behind the scenes of all of the material settings. You'll see the exact cut pressure, the amount, the blades for each setting. The light chipboard setting has a pressure of 285 and cuts twice, but the linen bonded is at a lower pressure of 175 and only cuts once. I went through a lot of test cuts and trial and error, but linen bonded was the perfect kiss cut setting for the exact label paper that I use. And I wanted to include that in today's video because I know a lot of people asked about it in my previous tutorials. Now you have amazing clean cut stickers ready to be used that you've made with your Cricut. If you are looking to make your stickers waterproof, please check out my lamination video because I share not only one but 2 ways to waterproof your stickers. And if you found today's tutorial helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and click my subscribe button for more helpful videos like this one. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, but I will see you in my next tutorial where I share the essentials you will need if you're starting a craft business with your Cricut, so you don't want to miss that video. Thank you again for watching. Bye!
We've been up for way too long, but I don't